Good morning children, welcome back. In last video we have seen about what is carbon, the properties of carbon, why the carbon is very unique and it has a very immense significance in our day-to-day life. Correct? So in today's video we will see the what are hydrocarbons. Okay, there is a concept of hydrocarbons. So hydrocarbons are the compounds of carbon and hydrogen. That is, they have the core element, that is carbon and hydrogen in it. The natural source of the hydrocarbon is petroleum, that is crude oil. You can see the picture over there. Okay, the source of hydrocarbon. Okay, so now what are the characteristics of hydrocarbons? Okay, the factors that determine the properties of hydrocarbon are the number of carbon atoms and how the atoms are arranged. Okay, you can see over here the picture of hydrocarbons, that is methane, ethane, propane, butane. Okay, that is how the names are given to them on the basis of the number of carbon atoms and how the atoms are arranged. And now these carbon atoms are arranged in straight chain, branch chain, or ring or cyclic chain. Okay, the first one is straight chain. That is, a hydrocarbon can contain one carbon atom as in the methane, or thousands of carbon atom as in cellulose. That is, there is no branching in it. They will have only the carbon atoms and they will just go on attaching to each other. Next is a branch chain. The carbon has an ability to form branches with other carbon atoms. Simple branched alkanes often have common name using prefix to distinguish them from the linear alkenes. That is, for example, N-pentane, isopentane and neopentane. IUPAC naming conventions can be used to produce systematic name. You will study it later. But for now, you just remember that carbon atoms has the ability to form the branch chains. And this IUPAC naming system has some conventions in them which separate them by the names using some prefix in front of them. Next is the ring or cyclic. Carbons can be arranged in the form of ring or cyclic, such as cyclobutane or benzene. You can see over there the benzene structure. There are 6 carbons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the hydrogens are attached to it. They are formed in a cyclic arrangement. Okay. So now there are types of hydrocarbons. There are 2 types, saturated hydrocarbon and unsaturated hydrocarbon. Okay, so saturated hydrocarbons first. A hydrocarbon is an organic compound that contains only elements hydrogen and carbon. In saturated hydrocarbon, all the bonds are single bonds. Okay, the single bond, all the structures which have single bonds contained in the saturated hydrocarbon. Example is alkane. Alkane is another name for the saturated hydrocarbon. Please remember. Okay. Unsaturated hydrocarbon. A hydrocarbon that contains one or more double or triple bonds is an unsaturated hydrocarbon. There are 3 types of unsaturated hydrocarbons again: alkenes, alkynes, and aromatic hydrocarbons. Aromatic hydrocarbons means all cyclic hydrocarbons. Okay, benzene rings comes under the aromatic hydrocarbons. So now how you will remember the saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons? I'll give you one trick. Okay, consider, you have to remember just one. You will remember the second one. Okay, ultimately you will remember the second one. So see the spelling of unsaturated. We can see the U over there. U, correct? You can see the U over there. Correct? They are having 2 lines. Okay, so just remember that U. the two lines of U stands for the double bond. Okay, so all the hydrocarbons containing double bond and triple bonds come under unsaturated hydrocarbons, and saturated has only single hydrocarbons. See here the examples are given of saturated hydrocarbons, that is of single bond. Okay, first is number of carbon atoms. Please remember this what you will say, the list or the arrangement of carbons. Okay, the number of carbon atoms. If there is only one carbon atom, it is known as methane. If two are there, ethane. 3 is there, propane. B is there, butane. 5 is there, pentane. Till 4 you have to remember, then 5, 6 you are learning from lower standards. 5 is known as pentane, hexane. Okay, so that is pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, nonagon. Right, correct. So that is the series which goes on. Just we have to remember for 1, 2, 3 and 4. It is methane, ethane, propane and butane. Okay, you can see over there the formulas are there. CH4. Okay, with 4 what, the it starts from the 4. Correct. Why? Because carbon is tetravalent. So hydrogen, there are 4 hydrogen atoms. Next is, if the carbon is doubled, what will happen? One more carbon is coming. So more 2 hydrogen will come. So 6. Then 3 carbon atoms are coming. That is one more hydrogen atom, one more carbon atom is coming. Then in there were 6 hydrogen atoms. Again 2 hydrogen atoms will add. Okay, because previous two bonds which are sharing with the previous one, ethane. Okay, so only one carbon will be added. So 2 carbons are needed to complete the propane and the process carries on. Okay, so next topic in your book is of homologous series. Okay, the homologous series is a group of carbon compounds having similar structure, similar chemical properties, and whose successive members differ by CH2 group, which now I have discussed. That is, carbon and hydrogen groups just keep on changing. Okay, means carbon keeps on adding, and according to the carbon, the hydrogen keeps on adding. So that is CH2 group. The examples are alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. So first we will look towards alkanes. Okay, so alkanes means, alkanes have the general molecular formula, that is CN. N stands for number of atoms. Okay, so number of atoms, H2N, H2. There is one carbon atom, so there will be first of all there will be 2 hydrogen atoms there, and then 2N plus 2 is a formula, that is CH2 formula. Correct. Their names and end with ane, and members are as follows. The what we can say, the suffix added to the main root are ane. Okay, ane, ane, alkane. Okay, if there is alkane, and the molecular formula is CnH2n plus 2. What is the molecular formula? CnH2n plus 2. This is very important. Please remember. The examples are methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane. You can see the structural formula over there. There is a carbon chain. Correct? Carbon are bonded with the covalent bonds, and then there are hydrogen atoms surrounding them, forming again the covalent bonds with them. All are the single bonds. So they are alkanes and saturated hydrocarbon. Next are alkenes. Okay, so alkenes have general molecular formula CnH2n. Only CnH2n. There is no plus 2 in front of them. Their names end with ene. Okay, alkenes, ene, and the members are ethene. Alkane was ethane. Correct. In alkene it is ethene, propene, butene and pentene. So C2H4, C3H6, C4H8, C5H9. 10. Correct? So there is a structural formula given over there. The molecular formula remains the same, but structural formulas are changing there. Okay. So now what we are doing? Carbon atoms are giving one carbon, the bond which was sharing at the ends of the carbon. See the ethene structural formula. The two hydrogen atoms, what they were doing in the previous slide. See, in ethane what it was doing, H and N, H. Okay, right and left side there was a hydrogen atom connecting to the carbon atom. But now in ethene what they are doing, they are cancelling those hydrogen atoms and doing and forming double bond between the carbon atom. Correct? So this is the difference between ethane and ethene. They are forming double bonds, means they are unsaturated hydrocarbon. Okay, in the same way that is there is propene and butene. Next we are seeing alkynes. Okay, alkynes have general molecular formula CnH2n minus 2. Alkanes were having plus 2. Alkenes were having only 2n, and now alkynes are having minus 2. Okay, their names end with Y-N-E, ine. Okay, alkane, alkene, alkyne, and the members are as follows. Ethyne. Previous it was ethane, ethene, and now it is ethyne. C2H2. Okay, here they are cancelling both the carbon atoms over there. Correct? Hydrogen atoms over there, and now the carbon is forming triple bond. Okay, they are forming triple bond. So again the unsaturated hydrocarbon. Correct? So you have to remember, alkane forms the single bond, alkene forms the double bond, and alkynes form the triple bond. More examples are of propyne and butane. Okay, so next we will see about the functional groups. The functional groups are groups of molecules that behave as a unit. That is, you will see very efficiently in this, very occasionally in the formulas. Okay, the functional groups allow us to categorize the types of organic molecules that have similar properties. Okay, so how you will identify this functional group? Okay, what you will do, you can see over there the picture, that is the formula of aspirin. Okay, in that just look for anything besides carbon and hydrogen. Okay, if you have any of the formula in front of you, just take out carbon and hydrogen. All the bonds which are connected with carbon and hydrogen, remove them. Whatever it is, whatever the formula is left in that structure is known as functional group. Okay, sometimes carbon and hydrogen can be functional groups, but all non-C and hydrogens are usually part of some functional group. Okay, so it will not happen that you will remove all the C's and all the H. Generally some functional groups are starting with the C and starting with the H. Okay, so you have to learn these functional groups. Okay, here you can see the photo of functional group, the table of functional groups. First is alkanes, R and CH3. R means your functional group. R is the designation for your functional group. Okay, the aryl group. Sorry, it is known as aryl group. So functional group is CH3 and nomenclature is ane. Example, methane, butane, hexane, heptane. Next is your alkenes. That is R1, C double bond C, R2. There are two aryl groups over there, and that is there. And C double bond C is the functional group. Okay. Then alkynes. C triple bond C is the functional group. Then diene. Then alcohols. Alcohols has the OH group. Ethers have ROR is the functional group. Then aldehydes. R C double bond OH is the aldehyde. What is the designation of R means? R means you can attach their any of the element or any of the structure. That is, you can attach their ethane, methane, propane, butane, anything you can attach there. Okay, and in front of that you have to add the functional group. Then there is a ketones, that is RC double bond O R. This is the ketones. Then carboxylic group, RC double bond O OH. Then esters. Esters will form RC double bond O O R2. R2 means you can add left hand side also the methane, ethane, propane. The left hand side, right hand side also you can add the ethane, methane or propane. Then there are amides, then amines, okay, then nitrites and thiols. Thiols is the sulfur group. Okay. Okay, so here we have cleared about the hydrogen atoms, that is organic compounds also, and the saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons. Then you have cleared about the functional groups, and now in the next video we will see about the nomenclature, that is how these compounds are named according to the IUPAC system. Okay, thank you students.